What is up, you guys? Welcome back to News for You. It is a special episode because not only is it our 200th episode, but it is my dear co-host's birthday. Now that you are 30, what can you tell the people?
The bones still work the same, man. Yeah, I feel like I'm 18, but only the staircases are the ones that are a bit difficult.
You feel that pain in your knees.
We'll manage.
Oh, Bambi.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I even thought you were going to say, what is up, my guy?
I was going to, but then I know how much you hate it, so I decided not to, since it's your special day.
Arigato.
What does that mean?
Thank you. Thank you.
People are laughing on set.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We begin. In the headlines, NUP's new VP.
Muhoozi's return.
More money for the OPM.
Spice Diana to the world.
Celebrity lawsuits. Let's get started. Mpuuga Chivumbi has been appointed the new vice president for NUP in the Buganda region, replacing Matthias Mpuuga.
Looks like Chivumbi about to be a king.
Ooh. So, Mpuuga was dismissed for allegedly giving himself a 500 million shilling service award. Yeah.
Wow. I remember he had gotten this money and they asked for it back, but he said, no, it is for the good work I have been doing.
Yeah, so now he has been dismissed after that scandal. And this new vice president was appointed by Robert Chagulanyi himself. And he has been approved by the National Executive Committee and is going to be in an acting capacity until the next delegates conference in June.
Hey,
so,
man. Yeah. We're talking about how people get gifts and they're not supposed to ask for them.
Yeah, you're given a gift, you can't get it back. But this is different.
It's a bit different, isn't it?
It's a bit different.
Okay. General Muhoozi Kainerugaba is back, guys. A week ago, he tweeted and he said...
Less than a week ago.
Yeah, less than a week ago, he tweeted and he said, guys, I'm leaving this because I do believe that the Lord, Jesus Christ, wants me to go and focus on my military duties, And yeah, the guy said it has been brought to his attention by the Lord and he has to leave that particular platform, right? Yesterday, the 16th of January, he tweeted, and he said, I'm back. So that means he reactivated his deactivated account on X and he said, I'm back.
That was it. That was the
tweet. That was the tweet.
I'm back.
Very many people went. It garnered a lot of, attention as we saw very many people go comment and say a lot of stuff about just those two words, I'm back. Just like Terminator saying, I'm back. That's how the man came back on X. And very many people are waiting for the tweets that are going to start coming in.
My goodness.
Yes, for some people it's humor, for some people it's controversy. To each their own, right?
Yeah,
so let's wait and see.
Man, so the Lord told him he can come back.
Man,
he heard from the Lord that it's time to come back to X.
He tells us everything. He'll tell us this one.
He'll tell us why he's back.
Yeah.
What made him come back.
Yeah.
I love his tweets.
I just hope it's not James this time.
Or Ira.
No, Ira, he said some other things.
What about Beyonce? So the Office of the Prime Minister is seeking 12 billion Uganda shillings to improve service delivery. Now, this has sparked some debates among MPs. They're questioning the criteria for the allocation of these funds. And they brought up concerns over a certain project that was supposed to have happened, like the 35 billion shilling goat procurement that was supposed to happen for Karamoja. They brought up the Iron Sheets incident. So what criteria needs to be met for this allocation as according to the law?
And also to make sure that there's proper accountability.
Exactly.
Ugandans need to see, okay, this is what it has actually done. As a citizen, that's what I would want to see.
Absolutely.
Right? But more than anything, we hope that other sectors get to also seek this kind of budget, especially transport and infrastructure, medical, these are the sectors that would help Uganda at large.
Agriculture.
Exactly.
Those ones as well. And not to mention, they're also requesting for 300 million shillings for disaster management. And this is the third day in a row where we're seeing that parts of the government are requesting for this kind of, for a lot of funding, actually.
Yeah.
So I just pray that if they do get this funding, that it's going to be used to better the country,
Yeah.
Yeah.
In recent events here in Uganda, especially in the music industry. We have seen a lot of things happening. But one that drew so many people's attention is Rick Ross talking about African artists. Now, before he name dropped a list of artists that he loves, right, from Africa, we saw him have FaceTime with Navio, right, where they were discussing a couple of things. Obviously, we don't know what they were saying because it was a video that Navio shared and he put a song, so you could just see that there was a proper interaction. It was very organic, as Rick Ross had some people behind him and Navio was talking to him. He kept on nodding his head. So it looked like, this is a beneficial interaction and it's something that could bring, more light to the Ugandan music industry. Yeah. And we just love to see that America gets to connect with Uganda, especially on that level, because Rick Ross is an award-winning artist.
He's a legend.
He's a legend. He has worked with people like Kendrick Lamar, Drake, yeah, Drake, and so many other artists, right? And this is a good thing for the Ugandan music industry.
Absolutely. So he had like many different artists on his list.
Yeah, he had Yemi Alade, Caleb Graf Jones, also from East Africa.
Focalistic from South Africa.
And one notable one to all Ugandans, Spice Diana.
Who would have thunk it? Rick Ross listens to Spice Diana.
Listens to Spice Diana.
Wow.
And he really said it, after saying Diamond, he said Spice Diana,
Man,
and I was like,
I'm sure
okay.
the way he was in the basement.
Yeah.
Spice Diana.
She was in love in the first night. The first night.
Man, but that's amazing. I think it's so great to see African artists and even Ugandan artists, be celebrated by international legends like Rick Ross.
Exactly.
Spice Diana to the world.
And his history with African artists.
Yes,
we've seen him have collaborations with P Square. We just only hope that when he comes here, if he is to come to Uganda, we can see a collaboration maybe with Navio or Spice Diana.
Yeah, that would be nice.
Yeah. Looks like we have some residuals of 2024 in 2025, as we are seeing Drake doing the thing that everybody thought and hoped Drake would not do, right? So Drake is suing Kendrick Lamar for calling him a PDF file. He said, maybe Universal Music is so big for me to sue because of these bots. And now, because I sued about bots, everybody knows I've been using bots. Let's put that to the side. Let's go for Kendrick Lamar. So you called me a PDF file.
So it's defamation. He's saying it's defamation.
Defamation of Drake's image. And he's saying, hey man, I have a family. I have a mom. I have a dad. I have a child, Why would you come out and call me that?
What if now Kendrick comes? Suing. What if Kendrick comes with evidence?
Kendrick is also going to come and say
countersuit.
Yeah, I think that's what he's gonna do because Drake said stuff about him first.
Ooh.
About how he's a wife. Yeah, that one there. So it's crazy.
That's crazy. We'll see how this unfolds, but it seems like it's the season for lawsuits. Earlier it was late last year. We saw Jay-Z. Now, what's happening right now is Blake Lively. A lot of us would know her as Serena from Gossip Girl, and Justin Baldoni, who was a heartthrob from Jane the Virgin, right? So now they were in a movie together called It Ends With Us. And after the movie unfolded, there was all this bad press about Blake. They didn't really promote the movie together. And now we're seeing that she is suing him for harassment and for a public relations smear campaign against her to make her look bad. And then they also released texts that were edited. And the New York Post had posted these, right? Now, Justin retaliated with actual unedited text and is suing the New York Times for posting these texts without getting full context. So he's suing them for libel for $250 million. And now he's also suing Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds, and Blake Lively's publicist for $400 million. Right? He's saying that no, she took over control. She tried to what? It's just a mess. But what I can tell you from now, obviously these things haven't been tried yet. No one has been found guilty or not guilty. But from what I can see from all the lawsuits, having read the lawsuits, it's looking as if Justin has more ground to stand on. He has proper evidence, proper texts, and Blake has conjecture.
One thing in this life, when you're a nice guy, They think it's just smiles, and when they do bad things to you, you're just going to smile, you're just going to let it slide. This guy said, I'm a nice guy, but there's a threshold.
Yeah.
There's a limit.
Yeah.
You know, and he compiled everything and said, okay,
receipts,
let's go get that money.
everything, man.
Let us go get that money.
We love to see people being thorough. All right, so as I mentioned earlier, we are hitting our 200th episode with this here episode. So I think naturally it's important for us to, you know, kind of remember where we started.
Exactly, man. The nerves, you know, the tension. We're even using papers at that time.
Man.
You know, and yeah, we hit 500 subscribers. Right now, we just need 400 people to go and follow us on TikTok so we can hit 40K. You know, it's crazy.
Help us get to 1,000 subscribers so we hit even more milestones. But let's first look at where we started.
Blessings are where people. So I made my brother Simon. Follow your blessing.
Shared it here. And I would read from papers. Let's get it. So that is what we're reading. Exactly.
Easy has a bit. Leave me to the headlines, yeah, but no, then this is out. So then,
Some of the money released was in the headlines. My headlines were cancelled. Dora, when do we need the video?
I have my name, guys.
Yes, it's 30 minutes. 30 minutes. We have not started shooting.
That's okay.
1:30.
Yeah, man. From far.
That was the day we actually launched.
Yeah.
We shot the episode that aired at the actual launch.
It featured everybody, man.
Yeah.
It even featured Favor. You know, we saw our EP in there, you know, Dora, you know, we gave her a lot of headache.
Our scripts were on paper, guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
If we get into
Because
the
they
launch
changed
day
them.
story,
They changed them on the day off, you know?
No, we actually weren't even supposed to shoot that day. Because remember, we had done the demo.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, then we went for a meeting. They're like, now you guys need to shoot this again.
And
so
we had to
on launch
at
day,
7.
and we had to launch at 7 p.m. We had guests coming through.
The panic, the nerves,
Oh
the
my god,
tension.
it was insane. But we did it.
Yeah.
And we delivered some of the best things. I remember the Friday before we launched,
Yeah.
we had Next Media Talks where we did like a culture takeover.
And like, yo, man,
And then
people
Monday we
loved
had
it.
the external launch. It was beautiful.
People just loved it. They ate it up.
Yeah.
Everybody that was there said, this is a beautiful thing. It's a new thing.
Yeah.
Right? And at the end of that day, I had the biggest sigh of relief.
Like, and then we had to come back the next day and shoot again.
Yeah, now it's a norm. We do it every
It's like
single
second
day.
nature. It's like breathing.
Yeah.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
So shout out Kaka. Shout out our EP Dora.
Shout out Lotus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out Easy that shot the video.
Mm-hmm.
You know. Shout out Favor that featured in the video. But most especially, shout out Kaka for his iconic laugh. He makes us happy every
And
day.
also to you guys who watch us. I don't think we would have made it this far if
Exactly.
it wasn't for you guys. So thank you guys for supporting. Thank you for watching us and just showing us love, you know? It's time for the profile.
As you know, we get a champion in society every single day and put them here so you guys can get to see their journey and what they're up to. Let's get it.
Greetings and blessings. Joquis Glenn here. Thank you for watching NBS Culture Connect. We do this Monday to Friday with an amazing team, Chimp and Tracy. And of course, today is an unusual moment because we have a superstar in our presence, like we do profile a champion of society every day. This time we have the Dawa King, Elijah Chitaka. Greetings and blessings.
Yeah, man, what's up, man?
Unusual business. You know, Elijah Chitaka, I've known you for a while. Most people haven't. And one thing I know is that it is just still the same you with always a little bit more.